developments happening right now in last night's officer-involved shooting on the Strip. Right now, police need your help to identify the suspect who they say was pointing a gun at a crowd in front of the Bellagio. Action News reporter David Schumann is live there with the latest information. David.
Metro has just released a picture of the man they fired at least 2 shots at last night. Let's waste no time. Let's bring that picture up right away. The man you're looking at is only known as John Doe at the moment. Talk around here last night when this happened was that he was a regular street performer in front of the Bellagio fountains. Police are asking anyone with any knowledge about who he is to call them. Metro says that John Doe was waving a gun and pointing it at people on the crowded sidewalk. Officers fired shots that grazed 2 pedestrians, including a child. Everyone was okay. Now, between this and last month's horrific crash where a woman drove onto a crowded Strip sidewalk, the locals who are out here night after night are starting to question Las Vegas Boulevard's safety.
There's some cause for concern to have 2 unfortunate events like that happen so close together in such a short time period. It's a bit worrisome.
For the most part, things have gotten back to normal out here tonight. What we believe to be bullet holes from last night have been patched up and painted over. Live on the Strip, David Schumann, Channel 13 Action News.
Thanks, David. Well, tonight, a killer is on the loose. The shooting of a man, still a mystery. Metro says the man was found in a parking lot. Officers were called out to a complex near Owens and Mary Jane early this morning. We're told the victim was riding a bicycle when a pickup truck pulled up. Someone in that truck fired several rounds, hitting the man. He was rushed to the hospital, but he did not survive. Police have not released a motive or a description of the suspect. Now on to the latest developments on that monster storm battering the East Coast. New York City virtually shut down tonight, at least 25 inches there, 31 in parts of Pennsylvania. Our nation's capital and the surrounding areas could see up to 40 inches. ABC's Carla Bargarina has more on how folks are trying to cope and hunkering down tonight.
Millions of Americans in the Northeast still socked in from a crippling snowstorm.
Didn't expect to be caught in the middle of Snowzilla.
Even the D.C. police chief stepping in to shovel out stuck patrol cars. So much snow, the plows can't keep up. At the Jersey Shore, roads flooding with chunks of ice floating by and water levels reaching 8 feet. Governor Chris Christie praising residents who heeded the early warning to evacuate.
This is my 17th snow emergency in 6 years. So we know how to do this.
Further west in Pittsburgh.
It's just been one after another truck stuck. It's just nonstop. And it don't seem like we're getting anywhere, to be honest.
The Pennsylvania Turnpike turned into a long stalled snake. Many commuters spending 15 hours in their frigid cars.
We haven't had any food since yesterday.
In New York City, a full travel ban, bridges and tunnels closed. With virtually no cars on the streets, people are walking right down the middle. So far, 3 people have died from shoveling snow here, bringing the total to at least 15 weather-related deaths. As you can see, over 25 inches of snow have fallen here in the city alone. The good news is that it's beginning to taper off, and the travel ban could be lifted as early as tomorrow morning. Carla Bargarina, ABC News, New York.
The blizzard of 2016 has turned deadly. It's damaged homes. It's down power lines. Tonight, entire neighborhoods are being pushed to their breaking point. In North Carolina, more than 100,000 people still don't have power. In Northern Virginia, it's 30 inches of snow and counting. You can see emergency crews getting stuck right there. And take a look at this, all that snow piling up on the roof. Experts say a foot of heavy snow can weigh tons.
Once you get past 24, when they're calling for 36 or 40, you start wondering how much can your roof hold.
The heavy snow made this roof of this gas station cave in, and it destroyed this historic theater in Virginia. Residents up and down the East Coast caught in the middle of it all, miserable this weekend. And the storm's impact is being felt right here in sunny Las Vegas. Air travel becoming a real headache for those trying to go to the East Coast or fly into McCarran from the East Coast. Across the nation so far, more than 6,500 flights have been canceled. For information on flights leaving Las Vegas, just head over to KTNV.com and click on the links. And Action News is tracking the latest weather developments tonight. Here's a live look outside right now. What you're not seeing, icy conditions, a big blizzard, thankfully. But let's check in now with Action News meteorologist Carla Welga. And Carla, I must have slept through it, but apparently we had some rain earlier.
We had a little bit of activity, mainly just in our higher elevations. Areas caught a sprinkler or two, but that was about it. But you know, looking at those images, suddenly gray skies making this 56-degree high feel colder than it was. Not so big of a problem. So that was our high. We ran a little bit cool for this time of year. Currently 52 degrees. Haven't cooled down a whole lot. You see that change of 4 degrees from where we were at this time yesterday. And the winds are breezy on and off, which is what we expect for the next couple of days. And there goes that system. Most of the precipitation associated with it now well to our east. Although if you look closely here, far up in elevation on the back end of the system, we're seeing some flurries just very, very high up in elevation. Some of that cloud cover is still hanging around, but by the morning we are expecting a clearing. Mid-40s by tomorrow morning, and in fact by your 10 o'clock hour we are expecting mid-50s. Breezes on and off. More cloud cover, however, pushes in tomorrow afternoon ahead of our next system. So we'll talk about what changes that could bring coming up in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Carla. New information tonight on that deadly school shooting in Western Canada. Police say the 17-year-old accused has now been charged with 4 counts of first-degree murder and 7 counts of attempted murder. Authorities say the mass shooting happened Friday, first at a home where 2 people were shot dead before the gunman opened fire inside a school, killing 2 more and injuring 7 others. Developing tonight in California, a frantic manhunt is underway after prisoners escape. Authorities say the 3 men are considered extremely dangerous, charged with crimes ranging from torture to murder. With search dogs leading the way, police are focusing in on this jailhouse rooftop. Investigators believe a lot of planning went into this escape.
The inmates cut through half-inch steel bars to facilitate their escape. The information and evidence also suggests that the inmates cut their way through the plumbing tunnels and ultimately gained access to an unsecure area of the roof. From the roof, the inmates rappelled off of the roof of the building behind me down to the ground. At that point, we believe they fled the area on foot.
And tonight, the Sheriff's Department using every possible resource to track these guys down. They've been on the run now for over 24 hours. A rally by the Las Vegas Tea Party today to support Cliven Bundy. Bundy militia sympathizers were out at the Lloyd D. George Federal Building in what they are calling a Constitution support rally. They say they want to show their support for the Bundys and other victims of, quote, federal oppression. Ammon Bundy is currently leading an armed group occupying a national wildlife refuge in Oregon. So far, attempts by federal authorities to end the 3-week standoff have failed. And new tonight, neighbors coming together to prevent break-ins in Summerlin. Community leaders and residents gathered at the Veterans Memorial Leisure Services Center. Vendors were on hand to display security products, to showcase solutions. It's all to empower residents and help them prevent becoming a victim. It's the second crime prevention meeting this week in the area. This after a string of recent break-ins and burglaries. Well, here in Clark County, we have the nation's 5th largest school district, and many feel the district could be doing a better job at educating our children. Because of this, state leaders passed Assembly Bill 395. It's aimed at breaking up the big school district into smaller precincts. Well, today, the advisory committee charged with developing the reorganization plan sought input from those in the Asian community, and the forum allowed those folks to voice their opinion on the breakup of the district. With that historic storm pounding the East Coast, Las Vegas is looking to help those in need. United Blood Services is asking people here to donate and answer the call for help. So much of the U.S. is getting slammed this weekend. Roughly a quarter of the country's population is in the storm's pathway. If you are interested in donating, the Green Valley Donation Center is going to be open tomorrow from 9 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon. And we'll have more on that devastating storm hampering the East Coast right now. Residents in New Jersey now dealing with severe flooding as they worry about a repeat of Hurricane Sandy, and a warning tonight for pregnant women after new cases of a virus appear in the United States.